Welcome into Calgard Gymnasium for the second half of our doubleheader on Tiger Network. Trinity men's basketball against Oglethorpe University men's basketball. Oglethorpe coming in at 4-8, Trinity at 9-3. The starters on each side: Andrew Levine, Carter Watkins, Jackson Kemp, Mason Kemp, and Malachi Dooley for the Petrels. And for the Trinity Tigers, Dean Balo, Ben Estes, Jackson Lawson, Will Bronson, and Zach Fenn. It's the same starting five that have been rolling for the last several games now for the Tigers. 9-3, number 24 in the country, and they start with the ball. Ben Estes bringing it down the floor. Balo gets it. Now Lawson cutting into the paint outside. Estes shoots it from distance. A bit too strong, and it winds up in the hands of Kemp. And now to the other Kemp, two brothers on the floor. Open three here, sinks it. It's Levine opening the scoring for the Petrels, 3-0. Cole Isaacson, happy to be bringing this to you from San Antonio, Texas. Second conference game for each of these two squads. Both of them 1-0 in conference play, just as the women's teams before them were. Corner three, Lawson got it to even the score. So 3 points on the board for each side in this one already. Dooley. Now Levine already has a three in this game. Watkins. It's Kemp here. Gets his own rebound and gets it again. Jackson Kemp extending this possession for Oglethorpe. Here's a three. Dooley just too strong, but the rebound secured. Watkins couldn't put it in. So offensive rebounds already for the Petrels in this one. Now Dean Balo. Cutting is Lawson. Jackson Lawson hesitates, just short off the rim. Wrestles the ball away. Short again off the rim. And the score will remain even, but the outlet pass nowhere to be found. Stays with Oglethorpe. Going off of Trinity Tiger. Oglethorpe coming into this game losers of 4 in a row. Trying to end that streak here in San Antonio, going 2-0 in conference play. Kemp, the jumper goes. Jackson Kemp and Mason Kemp. Two brothers, two seniors who are starting for the Petrels as Will Bronson gets onto the score sheet for the first time tonight. Evens the game at 5. Bronson averages 11.4 points per game, but also 8 rebounds. Here's a three, and it's good. Carter Watkins, the 6'3" sophomore. Second three of the game for the Petrels. Lawson, corner three, just short. And the rebound secured by Dooley. Malachi Dooley end to end. Thought about a three, cutting in. Levine couldn't get it. And now Fenn comes up with the rebound. Balo, quick jumper, splashes in. Now 8-7, a quick start to this one in this first half. Dooley. Now it's Mason Kemp. And there's Jackson Kemp. Quick jumper. Dooley, who wound up on the other side of the floor from where he last had the ball, misses it. Then able to reel in the high pass. Ball movement to Balo. Balo for three, rattles out. Levine, the other way. Kemp, three. Can't get it to go, just rattled out. Oglethorpe not necessarily known for their threes, but they've come in hot. Here's Fenn from distance, gets it at the top of the arc. So welcome to the scoring, Zach Fenn. As I was saying, Oglethorpe 335th in the country in three-point percentage, only 29% from distance. They've been hot early, but find themselves down 2. Dooley. Elbow, thought about the shot, gets it to Kemp. Mason Kemp just a bit too strong. Goes off Balo, and it looks like he was fouled. Wanted the call, was a little delayed. And it'll take us to a timeout. Early action in this one. 10-8, Trinity leads as we'll step away on Tiger Network. Welcome back to CalGuard Gymnasium in San Antonio, Texas. Tigers with the 10-8 lead. Hot start for the Trinity offense, not necessarily unexpected given who they're playing, going against an Oglethorpe defense that's given up 75-plus points in each of its last 9 games. Substitutions now on the floor. Trent Medeiros walks up the floor for Trinity. Balo off a screen, trying to charge in the lane. Now sends it back out. Medeiros, 3, just short. Rebound up in the air and reeled in by Mason Kemp. Pass is tipped. Fenn nearly responsible for another giveaway. Here's a dunk attempt and it doesn't go. Dooley just missed it. Went airborne for it. Pass tipped in the air and Balo hit in the face. Balo gets the call, but wonder if he's healthy. Seems healthy enough to complain about that not being more. Oglethorpe hand came in and swatted him. Almost looked like right in the eye.
2 shots for Trinity.
I think the ref's saying, I don't know what more you want. Now they'll move this thing along. And they will review it. So we'll see what the call is when we come back on Tiger Network. 14:59 on the clock. Trinity up 2. We'll step away on Tiger Network. Welcome back to San Antonio. After review, they've called this a regular foul, so nothing has changed. Dean Balo arguing for what looked like a flagrant foul, but nothing changes after the review. Did get hit in the face, but I would assume certainly no intent behind it. Ends up just shooting 2 shots. Seems like the appropriate remedy. Makes the first one. If nothing else, the review maybe gave him some time to recover. He did get hit clean in the face. Probably difficult to concentrate on shooting. But he sinks both. Joshua Chesney will come into the game, and Balo will get a break. Tigers now on a 7-0 run after those free throws. Levine. And now Mason Kemp. Oglethorpe has had to outscore their problems in recent games, trying to do that again, down 4. Quick 12 on the board for Trinity. Fenn nearly took it away. Second in the nation in steals per game, Zach Fenn, and here's a foul. Mason Kemp was going in. We'll see who it's on. Looks like Will Bronson will get that one, or maybe it's Chesney.
Mason Kemp fouled by Trinity's Joshua Chesney.
And it is Chesney who gets it. 2 shots for Mason Kemp. First one misses. Both Mason and Jackson Kemp, the senior leaders on this team. Them and Malachi Dooley, the seniors in the starting lineup. Second shot goes, cutting the deficit to 3 early on. High pass, Bronson. And it stays with Trinity. Bronson lost it as he was going out, but went off an Oglethorpe player. Elias Dement will check in. Jackson Lawson coming out. And here's a steal. Dooley lays it in and makes good off the turnover. Almeidares setting things up the other way. Chesney, Almeidares. Inside, Bronson couldn't get a handle on it, and now it's steal by Fenn. Tracked him down, and now goes the other way. Couldn't lay it in off the glass. Petrol's going the other way with it. Kemp. Dooley made the last points for Oglethorpe. Gets it back on the logo. Shot clock down to 10. Here's a shot from distance, didn't connect. That's Cam Stone missing that one the first year. Checked into this game recently. Gutierrez, shot fake. Now here's Fenn. Just a bit too strong, gets his own rebound. Fenn in the paint, trying to drive it home. The second attempt, the third, tipped in by Chesney. So a bit of a scoring drought for both teams there, now broken. Wide open 3, Kemp can't sink it. And after they had early 3-point success, it's fading for Oglethorpe. Talked about how bad they've been from beyond the arc throughout this season. Nice pass by Fenn. Chesney, shot fake, now in the paint. Drives the lane and finishes. Cross-court pass, it's Dooley. Malachi Dooley leads this team in scoring. Gets the ball back. Averaging 21.5 points per game. Five on the shot clock. They had to get it off. Shot off with 2, and it's good. Jackson Kemp, who averages 13 points per game and over 31 minutes played per game. Oglethorpe relies on its starters, Dooley and Kemp in particular. Both of those guys well over 30 minutes on average coming through so far. Almeidares can't finish in the lane. And it stays with Trinity, a timeout on the floor. Tigers with the 16-14 lead. The scoring has slowed down a little bit, but the action hasn't. Trinity with the 2-point lead as we've reached a timeout. Welcome back to San Antonio. Some substitutions for Trinity. Gabe Parr coming on. And a nice job by Oglethorpe and Dooley to get possession, throwing it in off the foot of Chesney. You'll see here on the replay, the steal, able to save it and go off the leg. In addition to Parr, Carter Rook now on the floor for the Tigers as well. Oglethorpe rolling with pretty much their starting group. They'll do this a lot. Some of their guys in the mid-30s in terms of minutes. Kemp couldn't finish, and that ball goes out of bounds, but Oglethorpe will retain possession. An offense that sputtered as of recent. 2 of their last 10 in field goal attempts. Here's a shot, 3, Levine just short, and Parr comes up with the rebound. Chesney, quickly, short. As the drought continues offensively. Watkins worked his way in, too high on the glass, didn't go. Sprott finishes. And 1. So a chance at the 3-point play, and now it looks like a substitution coming on. Anderson Shepard will enter the game. Malachi Dooley gets the foul, and he takes a quick seat. Misses the free throw. So just the 2 points for Sprott there. Kemp. Levine pressured. Oglethorpe, an offense that can go, but they need to get it working in this game. Foul called here. And substitution on the floor for Trinity. Benjamin Wagner will come on for Joshua Chesney. Oglethorpe ball. Here's a shot for 3, doesn't go again. And the 3-point percentage continues to fall as Cam Stone misses that one. Sprott. Rook, high pass to Parr. You can do that with him. Parr gets it back, trying to run things through him right now. Wagner just on the floor, just too strong from 3. And a mistake there by Kemp on the rebound, steps out of bounds. And just like that, Oglethorpe loses the ball.
Cyrus LaPointe checks in for Oglethorpe.
Elias Dement coming on for Trinity. Wagner gets it to Dement. Parr spinning, puts it up and in. Gabe Parr, such a big presence, 6'7" in the paint. Tigers up by 6. Crosses the timeline for Oglethorpe. Levine fouled on his way towards the paint. And we'll see, that'll be an inbound. Just like that, Malachi Dooley will come back in for Oglethorpe, and Will Bronson will come on for Trinity. So some big interior presence players on the court for the Tigers right now. Bronson and Parr on the floor together. Dooley gets it, and now it's Levine, who was just fouled. Loose ball. And looks like a timeout called. Max Sprott falling on it. And it'll actually be a jump ball called. Possession arrow was for Oglethorpe. Looked like Sprott fell on the ball pretty cleanly, but the officials' discretion, they call that a jump ball. Still a 6-point game. Oglethorpe 0 for their last 4 on field goals, 1 for their last 7 as well, have yet to score a point in the last 2 minutes and 39 seconds. Trying to change that. Watkins, 3 on the shot clock, puts it up and in. Clutch shot making from Carter Watkins. Just like that, Trinity up the floor. Parr to Rook. Parr cutting in and makes it. So the answer on that possession for the Tigers, extending their lead back to 5. Rook defending Watkins. Now it's Dooley. Watkins just made the last 3. We'll see if he tries another one. Dooley will try it. It's short and Parr has the rebound. Tigers quickly in transition. Pass in. Bronson makes it. Watkins across the timeline. Oglethorpe trying not to let this slip away. Watkins really running things so far. Thought about a shot, now it's Levine. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Dooley, Watkins with 2. Just too strong. The rebound fought for, and it'll go the way of Trinity. Bronson trying to fight for that ball. Did not touch him last, and the Tigers will take the basketball when we come back. Timeout on the floor. Trinity up 7 over Oglethorpe. Welcome back to the campus of Trinity University. Trinity all set to inbound after that timeout. Dean Balo back on the floor as he crosses the timeline. Gets it back from Jackson Lawson, who's also back on the court. A couple of these starters. Balo for 3, just too strong. Bronson gets the rebound and the bucket. Trinity with their largest lead of the game. The lead is up to 9 for the Tigers. And the defensive issues maybe starting to surface a little bit for Oglethorpe. That's been their biggest issue. Ball lost, but it will stay with Oglethorpe. Benjamin Wagner trying to fall on it, but momentum carried him out of bounds with the ball. Mason Kemp comes back into the game as that starting unit back intact for the Petrels. Dooley trying to get it to bounce, but it doesn't go, and another rebound for Will Bronson. Trinity on a 6-0 scoring run. Wagner. Now it's par. Jackson Lawson. Wagner in the lane, but gets stripped. Levine the other way. Turnaround. Kemp for three. Doesn't go. Field goal percentage for Oglethorpe now in the 20s at 25%. Tough to win with shooting numbers like that, but they get a takeaway here. Watkins gets it to go and adds two. Ends a scoring drought of nearly 3 minutes for Oglethorpe. Lawson slowing things down. Now tries a three. Nothing but net. Now the lead is 10. Oglethorpe 373rd in scoring defense, allowing nearly 86 points per game. This shot doesn't go from Levine, and the Tigers will take over. Team that has to outscore their defensive problems. So far unable to do it, down 10. Balo, three, just rattles out. The rebound from Wagner. And it looks like a foul's been called on Kemp. And Wagner will shoot two shots.
2 shots for Trinity.
Trinity 5 of their last 7 on field goals, and a nice little scoring run for them. With 5:13 left to go in the half, Wagner makes his first. Benjamin Wagner, a first year, 6'7". He's been seeing a lot more action as of late. Playing with a lot of upperclassmen on the floor as of now. Trusted part of this depth by Coach Rock. Nearly gets away. Levine, bounce pass to Kemp. Tries the jumper and just doesn't go. Takes 2 hops off the rim and decides it wants to fall out. Balo charging the lane, gets stripped. And now a foul going Oglethorpe's way. Looks like that'll be a reach on Wagner. Call the hold on him. And Zach Fenn will take his place. Zach Fenn, second in the country in steals per game. Averages 3.7. He's 4th in the nation in total steals with 44. Got a ways to go to get to first. Person who has that is in the 60s. Tigers up 11 now. Most of their starting unit on the floor. Watkins, jump pass, and now a 3 attempt. And it's good! Cam Stone missed a couple of 3 attempts earlier, but sinks that one with some pressure as he fell to the ground after he made it. Deficit now cut to 8. Jackson Lawson trying to match, just a little bit offline. Fenn frustrated with himself, nearly had a takeaway. So good at that, the all-time steals leader in Trinity program history. Ben Estes comes onto the floor for the Tigers, and now both starting units are completely intact on the floor with the exception of one from Oglethorpe. Cam Stone still on the floor, just made his last 3, has the ball here, and now gets it to Watkins. And a foul called there. That is on Zach Fenn. And that'll take us to a timeout on the floor. Media timeout in San Antonio. Tigers with the 8-point lead, 30-22, as we'll step away on Tiger Network. Welcome back to San Antonio. Trinity foul, so Oglethorpe starts things with the ball. It's Kemp. Now Stone, the first year. Open three, Kemp sinks it. Mason Kemp putting Oglethorpe within 5 once again. Estes gets it back. Now it's Balo, 3 attempt, and the answer for Trinity. And now a whistle from the official on the far side. And I guess we just play on. Oglethorpe has it with Dooley. Dooley challenging the entire Tiger defense and doesn't go his way. Bronson with another rebound to his ledger. Three minutes now to go in this first half. Quick pass from Balo. Now it's Estes for 3. Got it off the backboard. Trinity now over 40% from 3. And a 6-0 run over the last 31 seconds. Kemp. And loses it. Trinity basketball. Tigers slowly taking control of this game, almost like the boa constrictor, just slowly clamping down on their opponent. At least that's what it feels like watching this from up here. Fenn, cross court, whistle blows. And a foul. Looks like that'll be on Mason Kemp. Field goal percentage for the Tigers at 47% right now compared to Oglethorpe's 29%. And that's just something that's going to need to get better for the Petrels if they want to get back in this game. Pass in, intercepted by Fenn, or from Fenn. And now it's intercepted by Fenn, going the other way and lays it in. Only a matter of time before Zach Fenn gets a steal. Gets one there in the bucket in transition. Kemp able to somehow keep possession there. Now it's Watkins. Spin around and Fenn with another takeaway. Flips it to Estes. Tigers in transition. It's Balo with the bucket. Tiger lead now up to 15, and a timeout looks like it was called by Oglethorpe. And indeed it was. We'll step away. A minute 37 on the clock. Trinity with their largest lead of the game. Welcome back. Saw some of the highlights there. 2 steals in quick succession for Zach Fenn have assisted in a 10-0 Trinity run. An avalanche of points. This was a 5-point game just not too long ago. 10-0 run going over the last 2 minutes. Watkins behind the back, a nice move. Jumper and gets it. Now the Tigers trying to keep their impressive scoring run. Balo misses that, gets his own rebound, and able to put it in the paint. And the Tigers will now call timeout. 42-27 They have the lead now, a 12-2 run over the last 2 minutes and change. 5 of their last 6 on field goal attempts, and you see the numbers on the screen. Field goal percentage up to 50% for Trinity compared to 31% for Oglethorpe, and that's got to be the main theme of this game. If you can draw one from the numbers on your screen, the rebounds obviously in favor of the Tigers as well, 25-16. But when you're making 50% of your shots, it's hard to not win a basketball game unless the other team can just match. Lots of open looks for the Tigers in this game so far. Oglethorpe used to being in positions where they need to win high-scoring games. Their offense has tried to keep up, 78th in the country in scoring offense, 81.6 points per game. But when you give up 86 points per game, tough to win. Shot from the elbow is good. That's Levine making that one. Clock under a minute, ticking down towards 40 seconds. Jackson Lawson tries it from the corner and sinks it. Absolutely drained. The clock continues to run. Oglethorpe seems very content to just keep the ball, and it makes sense, because now the game clock is slightly less than the shot clock, even though the shot clock is still on, but it might as well be off. 15 seconds. Dooley cutting and fouled in the paint by Bronson. It's with 11.2 on the clock. Oglethorpe trying to get their offense into gear. They've made 4 of their last 5 field goal attempts. Malachi Dooley at the line. It's been kept in check. Averages over 20 a game. That only his 3rd point of the game. It's been Watkins for the Petrels, who's carried the scoring up to 10 points in double digits. A couple of substitutions. James McGriff coming on along with Anderson Shepard. Tigers don't have a lot of time here. 8 seconds. Balo puts it up, rattles out. Rebound for Shepard and a foul on Trinity. .3 still on the clock. And that puts Oglethorpe into the bonus, so they'll get shots. Late scoring opportunity for them.
Anderson Shepard fouled by Trinity, Zach Fenn.
Foul is on Zach Fenn. Shepard to shoot. Misses. And that will take us to halftime. A quick moving first half and a dominant one from Trinity.
As your Trinity University Tigers lead.
Both of these teams perfect in SAA play, trying to stay that way. The Tigers up 45-31 over Oglethorpe as that takes us to halftime. We'll be back on Tiger Network. Stick around for the second half of this one. Welcome back to CalGuard Gymnasium in San Antonio, Texas, where the Trinity Tigers have a 14-point lead over Oglethorpe University. Oglethorpe in a tough spot, down 14, but I'm sure the Oregon Ducks would pay a lot of money to trade places with them right now. This game far from over, unlike that one. Trinity set to inbound to start this second half of action. Dean Balo and the rest of these Tigers, regular starters, ready to go. It's the same five that started the game for Trinity. Ben Estes now has it as we're underway for the second half. Both of these squads going with the five that started this game. Balo hesitates, and now it's Fenn cutting in, somehow keeps the ball and gets it in off the glass. Weaved his way through what looked like three defenders and managed to keep possession. As now Watkins crosses the timeline for Oglethorpe. Dooley gets it back from Kemp. High pass and nice touch there from Levine. Dooley spinning pass to Watkins. Ball's kicked. Tigers clamoring for it, but they get the ball anyways. Here's a corner three. Estes just shy. Kemp gets the rebound. Jackson Kemp crossing the timeline, now spins back and throws it to Watkins. Mason Kemp now throws it to his brother. Watkins puts it up, just shy, and now Fenn throws it to Estes in transition. The bucket, got it. Tigers up to 49 as this game crawling further away from the Petrels. Jumper, Dooley gets two back. Estes, shifty pass. Bronson with the finish in the paint. Bronson now up to 8 in this game. He's also got 6 rebounds. Trying for another double-double on his year. Here's a three. Kemp sinks it. Oglethorpe getting 3 back. Jackson Kemp, who averages 13 points a game, getting 3 on that last possession. Balo, high pass, and it's Bronson with the finish. Nice play drawn up to Will Bronson. The touch on the finish, almost like a set in volleyball. So the offenses seem to have found some rhythm. Dooley, cross court, Kemp. This is Mason Kemp, loses it, but he's fouled. Going against Jackson Lawson. First foul of this half for Trinity. Dooley set to inbound for the Stormy Petrels. Mason Kemp to his brother. Levine. Now Watkins tried the banana cut, the spin. Can't get the putback. Levine tried to tap in his own rebound, and now it's Fenn going in transition. Pass back, Lawson makes a move. Now to the elbow, puts it up, and it sinks in. The lead up to 19 now. Pass tip, Fenn nearly took another one away, and now it's Levine at the elbow. Bounces in. Fortune favors the ones who shoot. Levine found there. Estes, Bronson tried to turn around, had it swatted, and too strong on the shot attempt. Tigers trying to go 2-0. Here to start conference play already with a win against Southwestern. Game they dominated 94-74. That turnaround shot too short from Kemp, and here comes Trinity. Estes in the lane, scoops it home. Whistle blows. And a media timeout.
Foul called on Trinity.
First stoppage of the second half. Trinity extending their lead, 57-38. They have control of this one. We'll be back on Tiger Network. Welcome back to the Alamo City. Trinity in control of this one so far in early stages of this second half. Oglethorpe with the ball. Tigers still over 50% on field goal percentage. Shot from Kemp rattles in. Tigers come the other way. Hestis. Fenn. First time he's touched the ball in a while. Now it's Bronson. Bronson somehow kept it and he's fouled. Will Bronson, somebody Coach Rock has been very complimentary of in the past, as there's a player down, an Oglethorpe player being tended to, and will stepped away. Welcome back. James McGriff was the injured Petrel, able to get off the court, not able to put any weight on his leg, though. Certainly hope he's okay. Already Petrel's team that's had to weather the storm of injuries. Will Bronson makes his first shot. Trent Medeiros enters the game, and it looks like Gabe Parr ready to follow for Trinity. Bronson goes 2 for 2. He's into double digits. And Javon Tolliver will actually enter the game for Trinity. First time he's been in today. Another injury for a Petrel's team that's had so many already. They've lost 2 key players already to injury. They've had to play some underclassmen that they weren't necessarily expecting to play, according to their head coach, Philip Ponder, who we had the opportunity to talk to before the game. High pass in. Dooley can't make it, and now it's Balo going the other way. Balo can't make it, and he'll shoot 2. Fouled on the entry. Tigers trying to go up 20.
Balo fouled by Oglethorpe's Andrew Levine. 2 shots for Trinity.
Resetting the floor for Oglethorpe, it's Levine, Jackson Kemp, Dooley, Mason Kemp, and LaPlante coming on for Oglethorpe. Balo makes his first shot. And the second rattles in.
Luke Bledsoe checks in for your Tigers.
And now he'll head off the floor. Luke Bledsoe coming on. Kemp to Levine. And a foul. Zach Fenn will get it. Trinity's fourth foul of this half. Here's Kemp in the paint, puts it up short. Rebound LaPlante, gets it to go and one. Oglethorpe trying to battle back, talking to Coach Ponder. Says that they are a young squad, but the results have not come their way. I mean, they expected to pull back a little bit. They've lost some key contributors from last year's team, which had a 16-10 record on the year. The and one is good. Oglethorpe now up to 43 on the board. But ultimately, it's just a team that struggled, particularly defensively this year. Says that that's been their main issue, something that they're constantly trying to work on, but trying to see improvement. Medeiros can't finish, and it's Kemp with the rebound. Whistle blows, and it looks like a player did not have his shoe tied. Safety first. Substitutions, Jackson Lawson will come off. Joshua Chesney comes on to the second time today. Part of this depth. Trinity has had 3 different leading scorers in their last 4 games. Balo twice, Jackson Lawson and Zach Fenn. 3 ball is short, and Medeiros comes up with the rebound. 13 minutes and change left to go in this one. And the turnover. Chesney nearly gets it back, but it's Levine. And now a 3 for Kemp, just a little bit short. Tip, not there, but a foul. We'll see if Levine gets shots. It'll be on Luke Bledsoe, and he will get shots. To the charity stripe.
Levine's fouled by Trinity's Luke Bledsoe. 2 shots for Oglethorpe.
These will be free throws. 21 and 22. 21st, no good. Trinity held to 0 points in the last 2.5 minutes. So Oglethorpe at least finding a good defensive stretch. Second one goes. Inbound for Trinity. Now Oglethorpe in a heavy press, trapping Medeiros. But Trinity able to break the press. Bledsoe, the alley-oop, and Tolliver just missed it. Still has the ball, though, and able to finish the bucket. Maybe a less cool way, but still able to get the points. Carter Rook also now into the game for Trinity, and just as I say his name, he tips that pass, and a turnover for the Tigers. Chesney, now Bledsoe, working around the arc. Medeiros fouled, and he'll shoot. Asking Coach Marwan Al-Rakabawi how he feels about where his Tigers are at this point in the year. Says they're feeling good. Put good wins in and grew closer over Christmas break. Feels like Christmas break overall wasn't their best. They had a tournament where they played 2 games, lost the game to Stevens Point. Says gives all credit to them, but overall feels that they didn't play as physical as they needed to win that game. Still an opportunity for teammates to grow closer, and ultimately they're 1-0 in conference play. Rebound off the missed free throw. Rook for 3, just misses. But Chesney able to get the offensive rebound, the ball out of bounds, and a foul. Calling it on Dooley. And the inbound for Trinity. Here's a shot. Bledsoe. Too strong. Rebound for Tolliver. Now Rook. Missed his last 3-pointer. Doesn't want it there. Bledsoe. Pass in. Chesney, a nice move, and gets it in off the glass. Whistle blows. And a foul against Trinity, so we'll redo this inbound. Gabe Parr now enters the game for Javon Tolliver. Dooley trying to finish, not able to, and whistle blows. And a timeout. Trinity in command of this one, up 21, 65-44. They have the lead. We'll step away on Tiger Network. Stick around with us. Welcome back to San Antonio, Texas. Oglethorpe shooting 2 shots. And the first one misses completely. Dooley fouled on his last shot attempt. Makes this one a little bit of redemption. Currently a 20-point game. Parr and a bit of a trap. And timeout called by Trinity to maintain possession. 11:50 left to go in this second half. Oglethorpe down 20, but no field goals in their last 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's going to need to change if they want to get back into this game. Quick review of the numbers. The 3-point percentage for Trinity has fallen to 29%. Up to 35% for the Petrels. Field goal percentage still hanging at over 50%. Tigers have to be feeling really good about that. Able to get into the interior and pretty much do whatever they want in the paint. Get some easy, good looks and chances. Interesting numbers on Trinity in terms of field goal percentage this year. 79th in the country in their own field goal percentage. 46.5% from the field, but 79th also in field goal percentage defense, allowing 41% on field goal percentage. Well above and below those marks, respectively, both in the ways that Trinity would want in each of those statistics. A team that's won 3 of their last 4, started the year hot, blazing hot, was winning. Team that was winning games in all sorts of ways. Comeback win against Marietta. They beat top 10 Emory, who is still in the top 10 as of now. One of their only blemishes on the season against the Trinity Tigers. Bledsoe, the ball popped sky high in the air. Not even sure how that happened, and somehow it doesn't go out of bounds. And Oglethorpe going the other way with it. Watkins loses it. Petrels get it back. Shot from distance doesn't go. The rebound can't get put home, and a foul. It was only a matter of time. Looks like Kemp takes this one as he's on the ground. So more free throws in this one.
Jackson Kemp fouled by Trinity's Luke Bledsoe.
Luke Bledsoe gets charged with the foul. Jackson Kemp up to 10 points in this one. And it'll stay that way. He misses his first. Mason Kemp now comes on to the court. Substitutions continue to roll in and out of this game. Max Sprott on the floor for the Tigers. Second free throw is good. Heavy press from Oglethorpe. Sprott newly on the court with the ball. Now it's Rook. Pivots all the way around and loses it. A steal for this defense. And a foul. Dooley charging into the lane. Lost the handle and looks like he will shoot. Going to the line as the Petrels just have, and recent vintage, it seems like, still have not made a field goal in their last 3 minutes, but living off these free throw attempts. The press has been working a little bit. Trinity able to break it this time. Here's Chesney into the paint, loses it for a second, and he's fouled. The Oglethorpe bench wanted a traveling call. They didn't get it. As in this last, what feels like 7 minutes of real time, only 30 seconds of game time has passed. Reminiscent of how the women's game ended. Chesney makes his first. Of course, the Tiger women's basketball team beating Oglethorpe 77-71 to climb within one game of 500. Second shot is good for Chesney. Trinity last year 22-5, was a team that missed the NCAA tournament, knocked out in the championship of the SCAC tournament. Here's a loose ball. Dooley loses it, and Kemp able to swat that out of play. You saw Will Hellings recovering that. Reminder that baseball season for Trinity is coming up in mid to late February, and the opening series is immaculate. Defending champions Wisconsin Whitewater will be in town, a World Series rematch that we saw in the first round of the Final 8. Definitely want to be tuned in for that. Here's Kemp the other end. He sinks it for 3. Jackson Kemp puts Oglethorpe within one of the 50 mark. Parr misses that, gets his own rebound, misses again, gets his own rebound, and makes it. Count the basket. And 1. So Gabe Parr in that one sequence collected 2 rebounds and potentially 3 points. Dean Balo will check back into the game for the Tigers. Carter Rook will exit. The second half has slowed down considerably. Another substitution, Dooley coming off for Oglethorpe, replaced by the first-year Cam Stone, who's made some plays in this game. High free throw for par, and it goes. The three-point play converted. 21-point lead restored for the Tigers. Cam Stone. Watkins. Oglethorpe trying to find something. Trinity defending relentlessly. Kemp just scoops it off the top part of the glass, and he's fouled. So Oglethorpe well within the bonus now. The free throw attempts in this game pretty even, all things considered. This will be free throws 23 and 24. Oglethorpe will have a 3-shot edge in that department. Jackson Lawson will now enter the game. Gives us an opportunity to discuss him a little bit. Lawson averaging 11.4 points per game. 47% from three as the second shot is good. Cutting the deficit to 19. But Lawson replaced Dylan Walker in this starting lineup as he gets the ball now. Started every game since Dylan Walker got hurt, and Walker easily led this team in scoring, was averaging 17 points per game when he got injured. Talking to Coach Rock about losing Dylan Walker, says such an impact just from a leadership standpoint. Walker, even though it was his first year with the team, such a leader on the squad, but says he's still around the team, still goes to practices, still makes his voice heard so they don't lose that element of him. But Lawson has made up for the element on the court as that shot is good. Cam Stone, who continues to make an impression. Opportunity for the 4-point play. And two starters for Trinity will check in. Will Bronson and Zach Fenn now on the floor. To convert the 4-point play and make this a 15-point game, it's good. Cam Stone now up to 7 points in the game as Balo in the paint. Bronson looking for options, finds Balo. Balo with 13 on his ledger today. Gets it back, making moves. Can't finish, and the rebound goes to Oglethorpe. Here's a shot and a foul. Trinity continues to foul the Petrels. And all of a sudden, an opportunity to cut this to a 13-point game. It once was a 21-point game not that long ago. A 6-0 run for Oglethorpe in the last 66 seconds. Most of this coming from free throws. First one short. Anderson Shepard taking the shots. Oh for 2. But Bronson touches it and it stays with Oglethorpe. Trying to get that rebound. So the Petrels will take possession. Bronson's so good at getting those rebounds. 7 today, he averages just over 8. And another foul on Trinity. Their 13th team foul of the half, and there's still just under 9 minutes to play. Balo collects that foul. Shepard to shoot again and misses again. Sharing some laughs as 0 for his last 3 on free throws. And he connects. This press continuing to give Trinity some issues. Balo caught in a trap. And they call the foul on Oglethorpe. Balo will shoot.
By Oglethorpe's Cam Stone.
The Petrel bench did not like the way that call went. Tigers now in the bonus. Oglethorpe in the double bonus on a 7-0 run. Balo trying to end that. Now a 14-point game. The 1-1 doesn't go. So momentum with Oglethorpe. Once was a 21-point game. Trying to maybe mount a comeback. Here's a shot for three, just too strong, and it goes over the backboard and out of bounds. A stop and start type of second half. Ben Estes now on the floor for Trinity, replacing Gabe Parr. Press again, and a foul. Mason Kemp this time gets it on Ben Estes, who will shoot, as these teams just keep trading free throw attempts. It's been that kind of game. Didn't start that way, a first half that was pretty clean. The Tigers with a 14-point lead at halftime, 45-31, but since then it's become a bit of a foul fest. Both teams in the bonus, Oglethorpe in the double bonus. Estes makes his first on the 1-1. Oglethorpe, a founding member of the SAA. Trinity in their first year in the conference. Estes, 2 for 2. Watkins. Nice move now to the corner. That pass is tipped by Fenn, and Trinity takes over. Fenn now gets it along the baseline, or excuse me, the sideline. And a foul called as these refs really like to blow their whistle, it seems, on both ends.
1-1 shot for Trinity.
Now Fenn will shoot. First one is good, so he gets another on the 1-1. Fenn now up to 8 points on his night. 5 steals in this game. Grand total now up to 49 on the season. Can go for number 50 tonight if he gets another one. Thought about it there. The pass just over his hands. Thought about a three. Now Kemp cuts to the elbow. Watkins in the paint. Turnaround. Puts it in. Trinity breaks the press. It's Lawson. Pass back to Estes. Tigers trying to become winners of 4 of 5. 2-0 in conference play if they hang on. Bounce pass, a nice one. Fenn can't finish. Would have been a sweet assist for Will Bronson. Here's a quick three, and it's good. Anderson Shepard, the first year. And now pressure from Estes and a takeaway for Oglethorpe, and the shot is good. Cam Stone and one. Timeout on the floor. Now an 11-point game. Look at all the ground the Petrels have made up. We've got a game. Stick around on Tiger Network. Welcome back to San Antonio. Trinity up 11, trying to add to their belief bucket. That's what Marwan Al-Rakabawi, the head coach of the Tigers, calls the bucket when they roll along in their season. Each win adds to their belief bucket. They can win in multiple different types of ways. First shot from Balo doesn't go. This is a situation where they had a big lead. It's now dwindling, and they need to hang on to it. Next shot is good. Called technical fouls on Cam Stone. That's why Balo is shooting. And now to complete the three-point play for Stone, it's good. So a point for a point in that sequence. 7:13 on the clock. This a game once again. It was not that long ago. The Tigers had a 21-point lead. It's Lawson. In some traffic. Count the basket. Both teams now in the double bonus. Tigers' first field goal in the last 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Trying to convert the three-point play. Andrew Levine comes into the game for Oglethorpe. Mason Kemp will get a rest. Team that's been battered by injuries leans on their starters so much. Particularly Jackson Kemp and Malachi Dooley. Dooley getting a prolonged break. You would expect him to come back pretty soon and really get the momentum going for Oglethorpe. Tigers up 14. Corner three. Misses, and the offensive rebound for Kemp. Watkins. Elbow, it's Levine. Too strong, it bounces out. And Jackson Lawson able to secure that rebound. Trinity crosses the timeline, breaks the press with Balo. Alley-oop attempt. And Bronson doesn't slam it home, but able to tap it in for the same amount of points. Tigers lead by 16. Tried the pass attempt to Shepard, but it does stay with Oglethorpe, defended by Bronson. At the very least, there have been minimal fouls in the last minute and change. Of course, that'll probably be a jinx. Whoa, what an attempt there. Well, that was creative. Cam Stone, who's shown a lot of flashes of the player he could be here at Oglethorpe over the next 3 years after this. And for the rest of this season, his first year. Sinks his first free throw. Threw it in off a Trinity Tiger, caught it off the ricochet, and got the shot attempt. 2 for 2 on free throws. Balo trying to find some space. Would have been a nice shot, but it doesn't go. Bronson tried to tip it to himself, unable to though. It's Watkins in the lane. And it stays with Oglethorpe. .5:48 now on the clock. The three doesn't go. And a foul called. That's a push. And Trinity will get shots out of it. Their starting five still on the floor.
Ben Estes fouled by Oglethorpe's Andrew Levine.
Levine gets the foul. And Estes will shoot 2 as the Tigers are in the double bonus. The 12th foul for Oglethorpe in this half. Trinity has 15. First shot is good. Two for 2. Oglethorpe 0 for their last 4 on field goal attempts. trying to get back into this one. They've allowed 82 points in this one, now 10 consecutive games where they've allowed at least 75. Here's a corner three, it's short, and Bronson gets the rebound. Now in transition, pass to Balo, gave him plenty of lead space and just has to try and throw it in as he lost possession. Would have been Oglethorpe ball there. Now they get it in transition, and a steal for Lawson. Wide open is Estes, and will easily put it in off the backboard. And now a timeout called on the floor with 5 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in this second half. Trinity taking a little bit of control back in this game. It's 84-66. The Tigers have the lead on Tiger Network. Stick around for the finish in this one. Quick timeout in San Antonio as we're back. Julie Jenkins Court, the first season after it was redone and renamed after Julie Jenkins, head volleyball coach, got her team to the Final Four this year. Unfortunately, the Tigers falling to Wisconsin Oshkosh. 5 minutes to go in this one. Oglethorpe with possession. Corner three quickly and sunk. Anderson Shepard, another young player for Oglethorpe that continues to show flashes. And a delay of game warning assessed. Looks like to Trinity based on the reaction. Trying to set the trap. Trinity able to get out of it once again. Fenn crosses the timeline. Balo in the corner. Creative pass to Estes, who now has some space and can calm things down a little bit, trying to absorb some of this clock. Up 15. Estes. 5 on the shot clock. What a finish. Driving the lane and adds 2. Been pretty much the Tigers starters to finish out this game, trying to close this lead. Reminiscent of a game against Hardin-Simmons before the winter break when they had a 19-point lead at halftime. That got closed to a 5-point game at one point. Tigers ended up hanging on for the win, nearly tried the alley-oop to Shepard. Estes now on the other end, and he's fouled. So Estes will now go to the line. A timeout on the floor. 3:53 left to go in this one. Numbers on your screen. Tigers back up to 50% in the field goal percentage department. Bit over where they've been in the past. Definitely a number that Coach Rock will like. The offense is clicking, coming off of a game where they scored 94 points against Southwestern. Trying to win 3 of their last 4 games. They scored 80-plus points in 8 of 12 games this season. You're about to make that 9 of 13, so it's an offense that really has a good rhythm to it and a lot of different guys that can get the job done. As I mentioned earlier, 3 different leading scorers in their last 4 games. It's been Dee Balo twice, Jackson Lawson, and Zach Fenn once. The race today is a very tight one right now. It would be Ben Estes, which would be their 4th different leading scorer in 5 games. He has a 1-point lead on 3 of his teammates, Dean Balo, Jackson Lawson, and Will Bronson, all with 14 points. Bronson close to another double-double. He has 9 rebounds. Balo also with 7 rebounds. And Jackson Kemp having himself a game. 16 points leads his team along with 13 rebounds. He's secured his double-double. Almost feels like kind of a quiet double-double in some ways, but Kemp has made his impact, and he's made it felt. Plays a lot of the game routinely, averages over 30 minutes a game. Estes for his second shot. Got it. 2 for 2. Tigers close to breaking the 90-point threshold for the second consecutive game. Both of them conference games. Goal for this team, obviously, to win the conference, but they maybe have done a good enough job in the non-conference where maybe they don't need to, unlike last year, but it's tough. The margins are thin. We'll see what the NPI says. It's the number that determines who's in and who's out. Kind of an awkward shot, but the putback from Watkins. Estes trying to add on to his impressive point total, up to 17 now. Bronson driving in but loses it. Just over 3 minutes left to go in this one. Closing stages here in San Antonio. Long three, and it's good. Cam Stone once again. Calling his name a lot today. Now up to 18 points on the night. Foul on the floor here.
Ben Estes fouled by Oglethorpe's Jackson Kemp.
They call it on Jackson Kemp. And Ben Estes, opportunity at more free throws. First one is good. Substitution coming on the floor. That's Cooper Colvin. First year. Getting his first appearance of this game. Shot rattles out. Bronson, the rebound and the putback. And there it is, the 90-point mark once again for the Tigers. Back-to-back games hitting that threshold. 2:30 left to go, a foul. And that'll be on Ben Estes. And maybe some of the final business that needs to be settled in this game, unless Oglethorpe can pull off something incredible. Tigers going for their 4th leading scorer in the last 5 games, and brought it up to Coach Rock before tip-off of this game, and it seemed clear that he knew about it, and he was quite proud of it. Has a team with so many good scorers, even without Dylan Walker, who was their best offensive player statistically by a decent amount. Still an offense that can produce at a very high level with multiple guys filling in. And here's Jackson Lawson. Puts it in off of the rebound. Nobody has filled in more directly for Dylan Walker than Jackson Lawson. Timeout on the floor. Trinity in command. 93-74. We'll be back on Tiger Network. Welcome back to CalGuard Gymnasium. More substitutions. Julian Dupertuis on the floor for Trinity. He replaces Dean Balo. Shot up, and the rebound tried to collect Bronson. And Trinity ends up getting the ball anyways. Jake Miller also on the court for the Tigers. Sophomore from Scottsdale, Arizona. He gets the ball now. Under 2 minutes to go. Miller for three. Sinks it! It's Miller time! And whistle blows. Timeout called by Oglethorpe. Minute 29 left to go. Tigers trying to get to the century mark. 96-74. Trinity on an 8-0 run. They've really taken command of this game. Benjamin Wagner and Elias Dement both come on to the floor. Sean Tisdall also on as Coach Rock empties the bench. Looked not in jeopardy in the second half, but maybe a little too close for comfort for the Trinity Tigers after they were up 21 points. But now they can rest easy, knowing they'll be 2-0 in conference play, ready to welcome in Barry on Sunday. And a nice move. That's Tisdall. Trinity up to 98 now. One basket away from 100, and a nice steal. Here's Wagner. Wagner gets it in the corner. Looking for options. Tisdall, under 30. Puts it up just short, gets his own rebound. The tip is good from Wagner. Benjamin Wagner, the tallest man on the floor right now, made it look easy, and the Tigers have hit 100. Here's a three, just offline. Final 10 seconds here. The steal from Wagner. And the dunk, why not? That's how this game wraps up. Final shot, no good, and Trinity, a dominating victory for their 10th win of the season. 102-74, the Tigers end on a 14-0 run. 5 of their last 7 on field goal attempts to secure their 10-3 record. The second time this season they've hit the century mark, the most points they've scored all year in an impressive performance. That's it for us in San Antonio. I hope you enjoyed this doubleheader of Tiger basketball men's and women's, as Trinity victorious in both games over Oglethorpe. I've been Cole Isaacson saying so long from San Antonio. Thanks for stopping by.